Is it on?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it in? I mean on.
Yeah.
Ahoy! I'm Parker,
Park.
and he's not Parker.
I'm Straw, you know that already.
We are the Battlehammer. We're playing more Guild Ball.
We just did one, but now we're doing one with beer.
Yep.
So this is probably going to end really, really messily because I just got I basically got my arse handed to me on a plate just then.
Here's
Thank
your
you.
buttocks.
It's my buttocks. Absolutely great game, don't get me wrong.
What's the score? What was the score, Straw? What was the score?
I think the scores were...
Was it?
It was 12-0.
12-0. And that was to me. Oh, it was to me.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
As I said, the Morticians, they're lovely figures. I love the background, but they're really difficult to play. So Matt and Rich, just for God's sake, send me something to tell me how to play these, will ya? I'm getting there, but that last game was just...
It was
It was abysmal. So we're going through exactly the same teams as we did last time.
Yep.
And because this video records in 10-minute sections, when I put it onto the computer, what I can do is I can mix and match the 10-minute segments.
Oh, God.
So I can look at, I put all the good bits of me in.
Doesn't change the score, though.
It might do at the end of the
maybe.
year. It might do.
Yeah, just put the last bit and suddenly we're going like, well, it's 10-0, and all of a sudden it's what? It's 12-4? Hang on a minute.
Well, that's alright. No one watches them, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah, that's that. There is that.
Right then.
So it's your activation first.
Yep, you've kicked the ball. The ball is there. So time to spend some of these nice little pieces of paper. Because they're not proper plastic.
In the third, if you
care.
want to, you can order bendy boards or little MDF. Do that. You want the proper ones. I know you want the proper ones. So do I. Now we're here.
What we do, we're kind of anal like that. We were not like that, but you know, that was the beauty of this game. You know, they did everything for free, which was brilliant.
So then we went out and bought a load of stuff.
You have to. Not being funny. Support is great.
But you feel like supporting a game that's good.
When a game is good, you know, 40k isn't, but because we've invested so much money and time into it.
But also, not to go on too much of a tangent, the issue that we've got with 40k is you kind of have, as I believe I wrote an article on it may have been a reply to your comment about
where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? And my option was that it's not that 40k is bad, or but you have to keep. It's a hobby on its own. It's not just about like wargaming or whatever it is. It's like 40k. You're either all in, or you might as well not bother in some ways, because there's always a new codex coming.
Always.
And it's never like, oh, a couple of models. It's just like a whole big buying all this stuff.
Buy this army now. And
then when a new army comes out, even if it's not yours, then you've got to buy stuff that can compete with their stuff.
So then you start getting your flyers, and you start getting your knights, and you start getting your super heavies, and it just gets really, really silly.
Yeah.
Whereas, and the thing is, that I find with Games Workshop is the players are. It's a very, very limited space for them, isn't it? They'll come in at like 11 or 12 years of age.
Yeah.
And they'll only stay for a few years, and then they're gone.
They'll stay whilst mummy and daddy are buying their stuff for them.
Yeah, you know, how do kids these days afford this stuff?
They don't. Mummy and daddy do.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's very transient.
But
something like this, or any of the other games that we play,
yeah,
everyone can come and join us. We had like 6 people playing the other day. It was crazy.
Yeah,
really good
I think
fun
as well. Like, yes, we could have played it all for free. The rules are free. They do little paper dolls and everything else. You know, it's all free. But for a start, it's a good game, and you want to be involved. So you want it to look nice. So you buy the models.
Are you done?
I'm done. Yeah.
Carry on talking.
And on the other hand, it's not actually. It doesn't work out that much compared to buying 40k. When you're spending £30 on a box here and £40 on a box here, £70 on a big thing, and blah 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 blah. You know, we got what, 2 teams, extra stuff, and 2 books for 120 quid.
No, it's more than that.
It was a bit more, I think.
160 or something.
Yeah, something like that. But that was everything we'd ever needed.
Everything we needed.
And that was only because we chose to do that. Obviously, if you want to, you could get a start set, download the rules for free, and then build it up slowly, because you could use the paper dolls along with the models, and then as you paint them and buy them, you can add little bit by little bit without the need to splurge all in one go. Giggity.
Who did that last week?
Yeah. But and also on the other hand, we know that
Cross, it's done, mate. It's back
thank
this
you.
over to you.
As season 2 comes out, we know that for each team,
there's another team, isn't there?
there's another team, but for one team, each team's going to have a new captain, a new mascot, a new player, and an upgraded player, effectively.
So that's only four players.
Models. And you don't have to buy them all at once if you don't want to.
That is absolutely
Given
brilliant.
the amount
of course, we will.
Oh yeah, we'll be all
because
in.
we have most of the teams, don't we?
We'll be all in up to the elbow.
Up to my
We'll
nutsack.
release new tokens for the new models.
Oh, you crafty
Little
buggers.
buggers! Unless they do something gorgeous and then sell the tokens that you need for that model with those new models.
That would be
that
good.
be good?
I'd even pay a little bit more money for the figure.
Right? Oh.
Just to that would. Oh yeah.
Like given that, like for example, Brisket from the Butchers, she can do Super Shot and Dirty Knives. So if she came with a
Poison.
Super Shot, or a Poison, Dirty Knives, and a Super Shot token.
Do you need a super shot token? Because it's just one kick, isn't it?
It is, but it's just you put it next to her so you say she's used it or whatever.
Ah, yeah.
But if they came with those tokens matching, even if it was an extra £1, I'd pay that.
I'd pay a couple of extra quid on top of the figure price.
Knowing that you were up, not necessarily with the start sets, because you buy them and then you get the tokens to go with them.
Yeah. But for the new figures,
that
might be really
nice,
helpful.
That would be a really nice thing.
Really
to do.
helpful.
I'm going to put that on the forums and make it a suggestion.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Really good idea.
Oh, it's actually my activation.
It's your actual go, yeah.
Sorry. Cos it's gone. Oh yeah, she went and got the ball.
Zip forward, got the ball, zip back.
Because it's only 3 inches back forward, 3 inches back. Mate.
Yeah.
Okay. Princess will sprint 8.
So we've done some more painting on these Star Wars Armada stuff.
Done.
Working on the old TIE fighters at the moment.
Well, he's
they really are. Yeah. Why am I the only one painting these?
Hey, I'm painting stuff. Slowly.
Your own stuff. Christ, I bought the video camera for the Battlehammer. I've got T-shirts for the Battlehammer. What do I get out of this? Nothing.
Get them to watch more, and then we can get advertisers and
Advertisements.
just set up a Patreon page.
No one likes us. No one cares. No one watches. No one likes us.
Oh,
we smell of poop. Right, so you've... Oh, Princess has had a little scuttle forward, has she?
That's all, yeah.
Grubby little cow. Right then. Silence is going to have a little bit of a jiggery pokery. And he's going this way. Sing. I didn't like that Silence model. Once I got a bit of paint on it,
Yeah.
I really like it.
I wasn't sure at first with the.
It's all the skirt. How do you play football in a skirt? Crying out loud.
I don't know. Ask the women's team. No, I'm not.
Oh! Yeah,
It's
half
a
of them
joke.
bloody women footballers can kick you from here till
No.
next
I know.
week.
I know. I get really annoyed that
What
women's sport
what
isn't
I like,
thought of as highly as
what I
men's
like
sport.
about it is you watch the women footballers
Mhm.
compared to the men's footballers. Obviously, there's a bonus to watching the women's football, but if they get tackled or something, you don't see them hit the floor and roll around
Yeah,
screaming
they're
and holding their
hardcore.
ankles. They get up and get straight on with it.
Yeah.
Footballers, you're
They're
a bit.
fairies.
Fairies.
There's none of that. There's none of that.
Oh! I've got a free kick. I'll take it. Bosh.
Yeah.
Piss.
No magic sponge.
No, that's
Not like in this game.
No, hey.
Right. Okay. It's all just first turn, and it's all just a little bit of
I
manoeuvring,
want to
isn't it?
see. All right, let's just see if there are actually people out there that do listen. What we'd like to see is if you've got the email address for the battlehammer.com, send us some pictures of your homemade goals.
Yeah.
You
We're
know,
interested
give
in
Mr.
that.
Give Mr. P some enthusiasm because I made mine.
Yeah.
You know, he's just lazy.
On wrong size base.
I know it's on the wrong size base, but I can put it onto a bigger base and build up the sides.
No.
There's no pleasing some people.
No, there
is
isn't.
there?
Yeah, I know. When I finished painting my models in 2018,
Have you had your go?
I've had my go. Yeah. In 2018, when I finally finished painting my team, then I painted 2 whole models. That's more than I've done in years, mate. And the ball. God.
That ball took so long to do, didn't it? Oh.
That's the 3 layers plus the different colour for the.
Oh, don't even go on about layering and pissing
Yeah.
about like that.
Different
Piss
colour
off.
for the tie-uppy bit. I don't know what you call it.
The
tie-uppy bit.
string.
Yeah. Different colour for that.
I don't know. Oh, that should have been 7. Sorry. Okay, done.
Okay.
But no, I mean, you. How old were you when you got into the hobby?
I would have been roughly Still
Had the
well.
did you still have the umbilical cord?
No,
Oh.
I mean I probably depends what you mean by wargaming or gaming generally.
Just gaming in general,
Gaming
not
in
not
general.
computer stuff, because that's just
No, because I was doing that since I came out. I came out
with a Nintendo.
with a thingy. Probably when I was in, I don't know, 12-ish.
What was it? What got you into this craziness?
First time I was gaming was Fighting Fantasy books.
Yeah, I think that's one
Because
of
my
the,
mate Paul Syme had nearly all of them at the time, which
that's
was
one,
about
that was
50.
one of the big things that I think
Yeah.
got a lot of people in.
He had a bunch of them, and then we played some D&D, but it was like, it was nasty red box, like first edition red